All right, what's up, everybody? This is Juan. I'm the Taco Man, and I've got my buddy here, Alan, Mr. Matza, and we've got a third wheel because we like to date other men.
It's not an exclusive relationship.
No, it's not. So today's podcast, we're basically bringing in an old buddy of mine. His name's Jeff. Jeff, say hello to everybody.
Hello to everybody.
Yep, and that's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Alan, you already know Alan, the Jewish guy
Just the Jewish guy.
with a large
That's all
team.
there is to it. I've seen it.
And that's it. We're done. So, anyways, thanks for joining, everybody.
Yeah.
No, so I think the coolest thing about this, with the second episode that I really want to concentrate on, is some really hard topics. I really want to make sure that we get people to understand who the hell we are, because the first episode was just a real go around, and nobody knows who the hell Juan is, and nobody certainly knows who Alan is. We just said Matza and Taco. It worked for a little bit, but it'd be good to give some background, and before we get started. So I kind of just gonna give some background on myself. It's been 20 years where I've known both of these fuckheads, so
There's a little gap in between.
yeah, there's a lot of shit in between. Good 10, but that's okay. We'll work through that, right?
I mean,
We will.
what are you going to do for me?
I don't know. I should be asking that fucking question.
Are we going to dig
I
into
didn't
that
fucking-
today? Whose
yeah.
fault is it?
No, it's not. No, we're not.
It's
doing
just
that.
like the fucking
No, we're not gonna
breakup
do that
game
today.
show, whatever. What was that show on MTV? The Blame Game.
Yeah, the blind
We'll play
game.
the blame
Yeah,
game
no, we're not gonna do that today. So,
Next episode.
give background. So, my name's Juan. I basically wanted to start this podcast because there's a lot of stuff that's gone on in my life from the last 20 years, and that goes from like crazy high school stories to just growing up and going through puberty and being made fun of because I'm fat, and made fun of because I'm fat. And just
Because you're stupid.
Yeah, the stupid thing was kind of there,
That
but
was
not
easier.
so much. And a lot of things changed in my life. I had a kid. I got married to a Mexican woman, and she's spicy, and I love her to death. But a lot has changed, and I'm not the crazy party animal that I used to be, where I just didn't give a damn if I passed out drunk in a ditch. So that's kind of my quick back-end story. Alan, tell us a little bit more about your background, and tell people how you met me, because sometimes I fucking forget. I have no idea.
So, I went to Mission Viejo High School with your sister. She was in one of my classes. And we became friends. I think we were in art school or art class together. And she had mentioned she had a brother, and we ended up all hanging out one time, and that's pretty much how we met. And we've been inseparable ever since.
Yeah. Oh my hand.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's normal. Acting like it's something new.
Totally fine.
Oh man. So I want to kind of also tell the story with Jeff. I've known for a really long time as well, probably since I was like 14 or 15, and
Marching band.
also met in Mission Viejo High School. But Jeff, we have a really long story.
you play
We will
the
get
skin
to
flute?
part of it today. I don't want to cause any type of mutations in our anger at all. So
I'd love to talk about it.
no, we don't want to fucking talk about
Okay.
it, bitch. I'm
We'll
just
get-
kidding. I love you.
Keep people like excited to tune in later.
Yeah,
to
we will.
find
We'll
out
keep
that
excited.
story. Yeah.
We'll be excited. But so I don't. When's the first time we fucking met? I don't even remember.
I just saw you in band and you had that retarded ass hair.
Oh, my
sorry.
bangs were
Your
down.
bangs.
Like
That's
straight.
how I remember you.
Remember that?
Oh,
You were
yeah.
the fat
'Cause
Mexican
it went
kid
down.
with the bangs.
Yeah.
They were like, you didn't have eyebrows. You just went right there.
I want to be his friend.
I don't know. I
What a
remember
loser you are.
later on, you're like,
How you doing?
why didn't you guys tell me to cut those bangs? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What was it? Did I want you
Anyway.
to cry anymore, fat boy? Like,
Yeah. Whatever.
You
So-
just send me Rice Krispie treats to make me feel good.
Just tied you over. to
Yeah.
keep you happy.
You
No,
know-
but we weren't really like, we knew each other from band. We talked. I think you were friends with one of my other friends or something.
I don't even remember.
Anyway, but the reason we started hanging out is because we both got tickets to see Dave Chappelle in 2000. You remember? September
Ron?
24th, 2000.
With Ron?
When he got Dave Chappelle to sign his
marijuana ticket. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best.
So
thing
that
ever.
was when we reconnected because I don't remember. I don't think we saw each other. No, you worked the Spectrum.
Was that when then
Yeah, it was
the
at the sports
Chappelle
store.
show was going on?
and you
No,
were
it was
valet.
before that.
Oh,
It was
wow.
pre-Chappelle show, like when nobody knew who he was. In fact,
Alright.
we tried to buy tickets 1 year later, and it was sold out like before we could even get it. It was like right before we
Yeah.
blew up.
That's right.
So we went to that show together, and we started hanging out after that.
Yeah, that was a long time.
Yeah.
That was a long time.
You know what's funny? A lot of my stuff is still at my parents' house, and they were going through trying to clear stuff out, and they found. Do you remember that cigarette cup that I kept?
Oh, with Dave Chappelle's
Yeah.
because he put it out.
He put it out in my water cup.
Yeah.
I kept that. It's been 18 years. That shit was at my parents' house.
You should
It's got
send it to-
dust in it. It's
Oh.
disgusting. But I was like, I can't throw this away. I've had it 18 years. Like, it's probably the weirdest fucking souvenir
You
anybody
should
has.
put it in a shadow box.
You know what? I should have from the start because now it's got a crusty layer of dust
You
on it.
should
that I
Oh.
still
can't-
put it in a shadow
Yeah.
box. Just
Put it
the way
in a
is.
box.
I should.
Send
I
it
should.
to Dave. Tell him to call
Tell him
you.
to sign it.
Like to sign it and
man.
send it back.
I don't know. Would that be good? It'd be like some fucking weirdo kept my cigarette for 18 years.
He either wants.
He
Either,
probably, yeah.
I think he either likes me or he loves me. But which one I'm scared of, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Or you want to molest him.
I mean,
It is weird that how did that? Why didn't they throw it away? Like who leaves?
Well, he just.
did you tell them?
He just no. I mean, just out of all the people in the front row, he came up to me and he looked at
Yeah.
me. He was like, "Do you mind?" I didn't know what he meant. I was like, "Do
Yeah,
whatever
but
you
why
want."
did your parents keep it?
No, because I had it like in my old room. I had a bunch of my stuff in there,
So you were hoarding.
and so I have
Yeah.
multiple locations of hoarding piles.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just kept a bunch of stuff there, and they were going through it, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, and
Yeah, that's
I think
incredible.
they remembered it, but
I can't believe you had that.
Yeah,
That's pretty rad.
Yeah,
I know.
that
Can I put it in here? Like,
I'm curious if Ron has the marijuana ticket. Now that I
He-
think
he
about it.
should. Yeah,
I
that's
bet
much
he does.
better.
Are we doing? Do we need a mucus?
yes,
Okay, all right, mucus.
I probably did it a few times. Though.
That's okay.
It's all right. Just to check, later on, you'll be listening. Yes, that still lines up.
That's
We're
the
good.
thing. We're in queue.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. So a long time, man. Long fucking time.
Yeah.
A long time. And you know, I want to tell a memorable story when we were growing up and we were like 17, 18, I think, and we were drinking legally.
Yeah.
17, 18.
Because we were in another country.
We went to the water tower
Yes.
when the cops
I
chased
know the
us.
story. I already know the
Actually,
story.
they didn't chase us, but
No, we got away.
okay. But we went to
They
the
never
water
saw
tower.
us.
They didn't. We went to the water tower. I don't remember the streets. You might remember. I don't remember.
I
But
don't remember.
the craziest part, we're sitting there laughing, and somebody must have called the cops because
Yeah.
our voices went over this
It was
hill.
John specifically.
Yeah, because
That guy is so loud all the time. We heard.
And
I remember.
he laughed at everything.
Yes, and I remember thinking how loud he was because I could hear his voice echoing out people's garages like
Yeah, and it was
200 feet away.
It's like when you
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah, and you could hear his stupid laugh coming from these houses.
It was bad. It was really bad. So we're drinking, and we have a shitload of beer. It was a ton of beer. We had so much beer. And I think at that point, by the end of it, we were almost done. And then all of a sudden, we see cop cars on this like ravine that goes down to the
No,
next.
they came
area.
first to the cul-de-sac.
Did they?
So
and they circled
the park,
to look for us?
The
I don't-
park was at the end of the
okay.
cul-de-sac. Let's kind of set the scene here. a
Okay,
second.
fine.
It's a suburban neighborhood in South Orange County, and there's a cul-de-sac, and at the end of the cul-de-sac, there's a park that goes up a really steep hill, and there's 0 lights at this park. And at the top of this hill, there's a picnic table. And from the street, it's invisible at night. And so we're able to sit at that table. We've done it multiple times before because we didn't have anywhere else to go. So we're sitting at this table. It's in the dark, and we see the cops come to the cul-de-sac and do a loop. There's 2 cars, I think. And they were looking for us, and they just left. And we're like, oh crap, what do we do? And then they left, and we're like, okay, we're fine. So then, I don't know, a few minutes later, we start to hear rustling in the bushes. So on the other side of the park was just a hill of bushes that went down to another street way down below.
Right.
And we hear these rustling in the bushes. We look, the cops think we're in the bushes, I guess. And so they're like climbing up the hill through the bushes to find us.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we're like, what the hell? Do you remember the rest of this from here? Should we
Yeah,
keep
well, I
going?
mean, at that point, everybody kind of freaked out. But there was a point where I think they put the flashlights, but something got us just like, we were like, at the same time, we all said, we have to leave.
Yeah.
But if I remember, the funniest
the
part
trigger.
about turning around is there was somebody that was already gone.
Melvin.
And it was Melvin.
No, here's the story. Melvin's looking, and he can see that there's a street where they're parked. He doesn't know. He didn't live in that area, so he didn't know it very well.
Yeah.
And he thought maybe that street was like the way to get out.
Right.
And he said, "Is that street the way out of here?" And I said, "Nope." And I look, and he's gone. Like he's already got the plan. I turn around. He's gone.
Where's Melvin?
Melvin.
Slow motion, like, yeah. And all of a sudden, everyone runs. And I'm like the fattest one, so I'm like, I gotta run.
Well, it was
and
downhill.
I started passing like somebody.
You fucking smoked everyone.
I was like,
that was like,
holy shit, this fucking kid can run, motherfucking fatty, he can do it.
It was like the minorities just had the fucking instinct.
Yeah.
They were gone.
I think there was a
The white kids were like, what? They're just cops. Like,
and there was a chain, and I'm just like, I did like a full-on lunge over the, like, what is it when you jump over those things?
Hurdles.
Hurdles.
Yeah, hurdles.
Yes.
Oh, it was like a hurdle.
because there was a chain or something at the bottom.
It was like my practice paid off, in gym class. Yeah.
So then...
Scared the crap out of us.
And for some stupid-ass reason, we all had separate cars. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we had 4 cars. So
yeah.
we're all driving out in different cars.
I don't know why the hell we did that.
So that looked worse. So we had to split, and we all went different ways
Yes.
at some point. So in the beginning, I think the cops saw us all kind of.
Yeah.
They converged on us. Like
they
just,
came up...
and
As
they-
we were
they
leaving
were
from that
good.
cul-de-sac, they came in through another intersection. They
Yeah.
were right there, and we drove past them. So
Yeah.
they weren't sure it was us.
Yeah,
and
they
they
didn't know.
followed me. I remember they followed me for a few
Yeah,
lights.
they followed me too. They followed.
Probably the other one. Yeah.
One
And
followed me.
Then he broke off.
Yeah,
and then
that was it.
we met at Denny's after that. And Melvin called me.
It's the scariest moment of our lives. We're
Okay.
like, we're gonna go
What
to
year
jail.
was this?
We were only 17 or 18. I'm pretty
Well, we
sure
were. I don't know if we were underage. We were
maybe
definitely
18.
under 21.
We were definitely, I'm definitely under 21, but it was right either after high school. It must have been 18 or 19, maybe.
All I remember is I
99,
had.
2000.
Yeah,
I
it was
had that
bad. It was
Ford
funny
Escort.
though. It was the funniest.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
94
Yeah, the
Ford Escort.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was such a.
What was your
beautiful
first car?
My first car was a.
that Civic?
No, it was the gray Toyota pickup.
truck, that's
the
right,
Pickup
with the
with
V6.
I don't
The
remember
V.
that.
Had some balls.
Yeah, and it had no RPM gauge, so I had to like
We installed
judge
one.
everything.
Didn't we install one?
No, we never installed it. That was only on your
Oh, I
Camino.
think
That was on your Camino.
I installed one.
I gotta not do
So-
that. That's okay. Yeah, so that was my first car. Which one was yours? What did you have? I don't remember.
I had a 96 Nissan Maxima.
Yeah, the one I
The
bought.
one he bought.
Yeah,
You bought it.
I bought it from you.
Yeah.
Lowered rims.
I know, it's perfect. I was like,
Ridiculous spoiler.
I thought it was the shit, dude. I was
Yeah.
the fattest guy.
You
I
were
was the
like
coolest
always
guy.
like,
My buddy Brian almost bought that car off me.
Yeah, it's a good thing you sold it to me. I fucking owned it. That thing got so destroyed. I destroyed that car.
I'm surprised you didn't crash that thing. I remember you
I
on the
went
freeway,
fast.
like you used to cut
I put
people
techno
off.
on.
Yes.
And we're just like. Do
Do you remember we put on that Matrix freeway scene?
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
And like the RPMs are going. I'm like 85.
You were insane, man.
That was really
I always thought
awesome.
you were insane as a driver.
I wasn't saying that was
Yeah.
that was the craziest thing. But you know what? I'm a good driver though.
Yes, you're good.
Like
Yeah.
I am exceptional. Did I show you the video where I almost died the other
No.
night? Okay, I'm gonna show you the video.
Okay.
And I didn't tell the story. I think I kind of did. I kind of did. I didn't tell it very well on the last podcast. But I'll show
Yeah,
you
you
the video.
kinda
The video,
ended
you
it.
got to see the video. If you see the video, it's like holy cow. Everybody who's seen the video says, "How did you not die?" Put it that way. Like it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay.
Looking
So
forward.
so what was your first car? I forget.
So, well,
Was
I
it the
drove
El
my
Camino
parents'
technically?
cars. I mean, those were my parents' cars that I
Yeah.
drove around. So there's the El Camino, there was the Nissan pickup, and then they had that Quest minivan. Nissan Quest. Remember the minivan?
You beat the crap out of that
Yeah.
thing too, dude.
We mobbed in that minivan. That was where I developed that love. That's why I got a Suburban later on in
Yeah.
my life, because I love just loading
You're like,
people up and driving
minivans are
around.
the shit.
Yeah. So,
Even though they're not, but
but then after that, well, they're useful,
yeah.
but there's better options. Anyway, so then later my uncle gave me his 89.
That was a
pickup.
really, by the way, that was a really old person saying they're useful, but there's better options.
I'm quite practical when it comes to vehicles.
You just at 19, you never.
You know
would-
what? I
They're
really
useful, but there's practical things that you can do with them, Van.
There's much better choices in life, especially if you don't like to look like a douche.
I gotta stop you because it's so fucking. That's funny.
That's-
Like back in the days, they were like, "This is the coolest shit ever." Now you're like, "It's quite useful with the utility."
I know. I got a kid
Maximum
now.
comfort.
I got a kid now. We need a bigger car, so
Yeah.
that's how my brain works.
I know. It's just funny.
Yeah. So
Never would you have ever said that.
yeah.
Alan's still not
Yeah.
saying it.
What?
You're like things like that's useful. You're like,
The storage is 29.8 cubic feet of storage. Isn't that
Gross
great?
is great at
Can you
cleaning.
believe it? And the mileage.
Oh, man. Okay, Alan's got a really good point. He's trying to tell us to drink some beer. Let's drink some beer. Okay, Alan, the new beer for tonight. Give us some of your knowledge, man. What do we got?
So this is from Bottle Logic. It was released on Tuesday. It's a sour ale or a tart ale. It's brewed with coconut, pineapple, and orange. It's called From the Deep, and it's
What's on the label? What is it?
it's Swamp Thing.
Oh, it's so sweet, dude. How is that not copyrighted though? Or like, it's just their iteration of it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's so old, I think it's public domain.
Mucus.
Yes.
All right.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Oh wait.
What?
Explain what you're gonna do right now, because you say ready, but you got to tell people because not everybody can see us.
Oh, yeah.
That we're cracking it open?
Yeah, we're opening a beer right
And
now.
You want to
Taste
hear?
it?
Hear?
Let me hear the crack.
He wants to hear the gerbil fart.
Shut up.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? that was not a gerbil.
All right.
Much worse.
Holy shit.
Dude, this is like what?
It almost reminds me of
Ecto Cooler.
either that or
Yeah, it looks
either
like
that
yeah,
or
the-
Secret of the Ooze from
Oh my God.
Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
It looks like.
Okay, so why do you think this is
Midori.
green? Because I'm too stupid to know why.
Why what?
Why is it so green? What
Is
is
it
it?
food coloring? That'd be my guess.
Ingredients
Yeah?
that they use.
All right, let me tell. Okay, let's test you if you even know what the hell half of this shit is. They don't tell you. do they?
No, because they're
Oh, it's
or something.
yeah. They don't want someone to know.
More.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is definitely not enough beer for us. Just like. Oh, you hear that, people? That's the sound of beer. That's the sound of happy. That's the sound of a man with.
This is now a beer commercial.
Yeah. With the refreshing taste of electric
Green
beer.
beer.
Yeah. Seaweed beer. We're
Green means
representing
it's good.
From the deep.
Green means
Tar-
good. Drink
yeah.
it.
Here, I'll read it. From the deep bee. Oh, deep.
From the DP?
From the deep bee.
How about
Tart
someone who can read?
Ale brewed with coconut, pineapple, and orange. Oh, okay, let's taste it.
All right.
Alright, here we
Cheers,
go.
cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers, guys.
Clink. Oh, fuck. Let's try it.
Smells good.
Sour shit. I'm not a sour beer, but it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. It's very sour.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It reminds me
Definitely a
of,
good amount of coconut in there.
It's like Atomic Warheads beer.
Yeah. That's what they should call this.
Yeah.
Atomic warhead. Fuck it.
It's good.
It's good though.
It's like
It is.
addicting to sip.
Yeah.
yeah, because you still
beer.
like you want your lips to get all perked up, like
Yeah.
all backwards,
Yeah.
and you want to
really
like
good.
You're like putting your tongue in between your teeth in the front, like that feels good.
It's always good when your beer has. There's an extra dimension to it where you can feel it.
Yeah, that's. Also sounds like we're about to have sex. Always good when it's extra dimension when you're preparing for something. Oh, good lord! All right.
Awkward pause at it. Go.
No, awkward pause and mucus.
And mucus.
Tadpole came out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mine's a frog.
Tadpole, like, whoop, the little thing comes out, starts swimming around in there. You're like, holy shit, it's swimming. Okay, so I bought some crazy foods that I really want to try, and it sounds it's really effed up because one of the things is just totally jacked. I wouldn't eat this even if you gave it to me.
Are these good things or are they
I don't know.
prank
I
foods?
have a feeling it might be good. Two of them are probably extremely
Do people
good.
eat them seriously? Like they
Yes.
actually like them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a theory about that, right?
Yeah.
If you hear about a food and it's got fucked up ingredients, you're like, why would those two things be together? It's because it's good. Otherwise, why would somebody eat it?
Well,
Right?
I'm
It's got to
gonna-
be so good that you get past that.
I'm going to show
So
you.
I'm optimistic.
All right, so this one, you know is going to be good. That one's going to be good.
Those firecrackers?
No, they're
thought it was a box of tampons.
It could work as one.
I don't want to eat these.
Pandang roll
These,
cookie.
I have no idea what they are, but
It's
they
a
have-
cookie.
They have
How
sugar.
bad could it be?
They have sugar. This one,
Mutt chamrut.
this one, I'm not going to show you what's in the front.
Where'd you get this?
Just, I got that at the market, man.
Where do you shop?
I shop in China, bro. All right, these I don't
It's
know.
more like Vietnamese, yeah. Probably
Well, we're
Vietnamese.
each gonna have one, or a bite of one.
Are there bugs in it?
No. No, there's no bugs.
Well,
What is this?
What,
Can
yeah,
I
what
at
is
least
it?
see what it is? Or
No.
we're not allowed to
I just
see
want
what
you
it
to
is?
taste it. Tell me you like
So
it.
which
So you're gonna tell us
which
what it is
animal's
after
asshole
After the
is
fact,
this?
yeah, we're gonna see. It's nothing that's against your veganhood, so you'll be fine.
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian, whatever. We're gonna talk about that
Well,
too.
I'm not as excited anymore.
I'm not
Cheers.
either. All right, cheers. Tap the tips.
How do you eat this thing?
Oh! It tastes fishy.
It's actually not horrible though.
Tastes like fish
No.
skin.
The worst part is the texture. It's like you just, you got a package
Oh.
from Amazon. You're fucking eating the liner. That's what it feels like.
I'm not gonna. You ate the whole thing. Why
Yeah.
did you eat the? No, it was a bite. Like,
Oh.
take a beer. Take a beer. I'm gonna say okay. So
Okay, so this
Alan's on
tastes
the-
like how my dog's treats smell. I'll tell
Really?
you that right now.
yeah.
Yeah, it smells like a dog treat.
I just swallowed.
Oh fuck. I'm sorry.
Dude, that was fucking gnarly.
Don't smell it. If you smell it, it's
You guys
much
are
worse.
pussies.
It smells
I'll
like.
eat anything.
I not me.
Okay, so what was that?
Oh fuck. All right, let's try and read the
Whose
label.
scrotum skin was that?
All right, these things are called. I don't know how you say it. Salsuak.
Let me see.
Salsuak.
Maybe you should show the camera.
They're basically fajita.
I can't read that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Stick. I can read that
What?
stick, so I knew there was a stick already.
So there was like.
Oh, squid baked snack barbecue.
Yeah, that's
so
not
squid.
barbecue. They have a really fucked up version of barbecue then in China.
Ingredients: squid, tapioca flour, sugar, salt, chili, barbecue seasoning.
I can't believe you actually ate the whole thing. Dude.
Oh,
Oh, squid. Can I have another one?
hey, you
Yeah.
gotta.
You don't need another one. He starts farting crawfish tonight. He's like,
Let's wait to see how that one settles
You
before
gotta
I
go
go.
all out when
Yeah.
you try
Oh,
this
hell
shit. You can't just have
I'm
like
a-
a little
fuck
tiny
no.
nibble.
Did you toss the sticks?
Yeah, here.
Oh.
Oh, there.
Hey-o.
All right,
That's
we'll
where
grab
that
it
goes.
later.
There it goes.
All right, these are actually I don't know what this berry. It's called star gooseberry. Have you ever had a star gooseberry?
No.
I
Star
know that
gooseberry.
fruits, like
They
if
look
you
like
go to another
chocolate salty
country,
balls.
like
Like,
so
the
you
first
go
time I
to
had one of those in my mouth, right?
you go to like countries in the tropics and they have a whole different lineup of fruit. It's like
Yeah. Well, like that. What's that one?
durian.
Durian. Oh, jeez. I saw that there, and I was like, I should get durian, but I
I'm
didn't
gonna
want to
try it.
smell dead animals all
I
night.
don't care. I gotta try it.
All right.
Are we just eating one or a couple?
No, just one. Just try it out. See if you like it. Jesus. Alan's like, fuck it. I put throw it for him in the middle.
There's a seed in the middle.
Yeah, there is. Weird.
Okay, careful about that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, you bit right into it. You're like,
Oh,
tooth breaks
there
off.
goes my teeth.
Here, here's a napkin. Well, it's weird there's a seed in it. But it's
Good.
not. It's actually not bad, though.
Yeah.
It's candied. It's like a candied raspberry.
It
Right?
tastes like you found an old soda bottle, like cherry soda, and there's a crust in the rim, and you ate it. It's kind of the same texture.
Yeah,
a
it's
little
good.
bit. It's actually pretty good. All right, so
Yeah.
I think there's a good call on these ones.
Yeah.
All right, we'll like advertise these for them for free. They're called sweetened star gooseberries, and in I think it's Chinese or Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Mut chum lut.
Don't even try.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about Vietnamese pronunciation if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
About Vietnamese what?
Pronunciation. I'll open this one.
All
So
right,
I'll tell you
yeah,
while
that
I'm
one's
opening
on
it.
your side. All right, tell me while
So,
you're opening
so
it.
a friend of mine works Vietnamese, and when I first met her, I told her that I used to go to this Vietnamese restaurant, and it's called Tray Chow. Is what I thought it was called. So you look,
Tray chow?
when you look at it's in Santa Ana, I think, and you look at the sign, it
Yeah.
looks like it's spelled Tray Chow. I'm like, yeah, I've been to Tray Chow. It's pretty good. And she's like, what? Where? I'm like, sorry, it's like not that far. It's Tray Chow. And then I told her where it was. She's like, oh, you mean Dao Dao? I'm like, what the fuck? How are both of those words the same sound?
Like, there was literally a T, and you're like,
Yeah.
he's like, dun, dun.
And she said it with like the full on accent, like Dao Dao. I'm like, whoa, okay, I don't know how to talk in Vietnamese. Okay.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so don't even try to pronounce these before getting it way wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Pandang.
So these are green. They look like what are those green those crackers that are rolled up that are normally wafers? It's like a wafer.
Yeah.
It's a green wafer with like a cream in the middle.
Oh, smells good.
These I saw. I'm like, that looks like Christmas. Because anything that's green and in a wafer shape
Okay,
is gonna be like Christmas.
look
food.
at this asshole design.
They really fuck with you though.
There's cream on
Right?
this end, and on this end, and fucking jack shit in the middle. What a bunch of assholes.
Well,
A little dab on each side.
Yeah.
You know why?
Fucking
I'm gonna tell you
tricking
why.
us. Because we're stupid and they
No,
tricked us.
it was $1.50 for that whole thing.
Oh. Well,
If it's
still.
$1.50, I think you're getting $1.50 worth though.
Yeah.
You're getting $1.50.
though.
Huh?
But in the middle where there's no cream, it's just like a cracker. Like,
Yeah,
What
it
is-
tastes like a wafer.
yeah.
It's like,
Good.
Huh?
What?
You alright?
what was that noise?
Neighbors?
Dave Ghost? No, that was weird.
It's probably ghosts, not neighbors.
Yeah,
Ghosts are definitely
yeah, they're not.
answer. Number one answer, ghosts.
What's that smell? Ghost.
Yeah.
Robert.
Fucking ghosts stinking up the place.
Another one of these.
They're actually really good. These are really good because they're not. They're wafery and. Well, I was looking for if I'm gonna get something, one, they have to be like unique names, and this was the only one that was just. It was called Cookie.
Yeah.
Really? Like you couldn't fuck up on Cookie. And if they did, that would have been hilarious if they did. And then this one was like a berry because I saw some other berries that looked normal, and then but I don't want a normal berry. Like they had strawberry, raspberry, and I'm like, I want fucking gooseberries. What the hell's a star goose? I don't know. And this, there was a choice between this and some cuttlefish crackers.
You should have gotten the cuttlefish.
No,
crackers.
fuck that. Are you kidding me? I actually, the reason I didn't get the cuttlefish, and I kind of cheated because I've seen videos of people eating cuttlefish that's dried and it's disgusting. Probably tastes like that, or if not, pretty damn close. But cuttlefish dried up it's not good. I
Try it. That wasn't that bad to squid. That wasn't that bad.
No, it's because you're just fucking.
You're gonna do better than that.
Next week, Jeff's like, he comes in with like pure cow shit.
You never had cow shit?
He's like, well, you told you to do better, bitch. I'm like, we're puking, Alan. No, puking. He puts barbecue sauce. He's like, fucking pussy.
Digested grass.
Love that cow shit in my mouth. It'd be perfect like that. But yeah, that was really good. So those are good tasty treats.
Yeah.
And try and say that one since maybe you have a little bit more Vietnamese.
I mean, Pandang, it's written in just regular English letters, so I think that's a pretty safe bet. Pandang roll cookie. But underneath, I'm not going to try. It looks like it says, okay, I'm going to try. It looks like it says Ban Ong La Dua, but I guarantee you that's not how you say it.
Alan's like, let's put my Jewish twist on it.
Yeah.
That's more like Arabic. I actually never even heard you. I rarely hear you speak any type of what is it, Yiddish, Hebrew, whatever the fuck.
Well, Hebrew is Jewish.
Yeah, but you never speak anything
Do you know it?
other
Why do
than
I need to?
I don't know because I want to fucking hear you say it.
I went to Israel for 6 months. I lived out there, and I was able to speak enough to get around with taxis and buses, but
Did you see any fucked up shit
couldn't
there?
hold a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like when I traveled, I learned that level, where's the bathroom?
Yeah. אני רוצה ללכת לשירותים.
All right, I'm going to memorize that.
Yeah. Sounded like you told me you want to have sex with me, but
Well.
Sexy.
you say that to somebody, she's like, yeah. That's right. She starts taking a button off. You're like, let's go in. Do we come on? And you're like, wait a minute, no, I'm at the red light district. That meant a totally different thing when you're in, based on location. Translation may be lost. Oh, that would be, that sounds like an adventure.
Why did you go for 6 months?
It's a long fucking time.
Was it like your roots kind of thing? You had to get back there?
So I did a trip in 2005. It was called Birthright. And it's a 10-day trip for free for if you're Jewish.
Oh, this country will fly you in, right?
Yes.
Or something? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what?
So
Yeah.
you got to get like a letter of recommendation from a rabbi and like things like that, and you get accepted. You go on this trip. It's 10 days, and they take you all around Israel. And one of the stops was this thing called a kibbutz, which is basically like a commune where everybody lives together, and they all work for like the same kind of wage, and
That's the root of communism, right?
Exactly.
So everybody works and gets the same stuff.
exactly.
It's fine for a small society, I guess. Sure.
Yeah. So I was
Limited
really infatuated with it. and I ended up going back a few years later, and I have family out there because my mom was born out there. So I have dual citizenship, which is kind of nice.
Oh, that's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah.
That means you can buy property there and like rent it out to people, right?
I could.
Yeah, my wife.
You like just you buy land, you build just an Adobe, you're just like putting shit up.
My wife was born in England, so I guess now I get
Oh, shit.
some. You know, I could get like a green card or whatever their equivalent
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
You should.
So I'm like, I got an in.
You can be part of that whole Brexit fucked up shit over there.
Yeah. It's a great time to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have
it can't be
family-
much worse than here, though.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So I have family out there that I visited. My job was working in a laundry room, which was interesting for about like 1,500 people.
Huh.
Because there's people that work on a farm there, so you got to do their laundry.
Oh
and-
yeah. Well, that's the common
Reese.
life, right?
Right?
That is so weird.
That makes
so
sense.
you literally started like an entirely different life.
Yeah,
That
for
is
6
just.
months.
Did you
That's
like it?
awesome.
Every other day was working in the laundry room, and then
Okay.
the other days was learning Hebrew, which I completely failed at.
Yeah.
6 months of learning it, and you can't do it.
in
a
the
fail.
country, like if
Yeah,
you're-
that's the
if
best
you
way
put
to
me in
learn it too.
Mexico, like I'm gonna
Yeah.
learn some fucking
Yeah,
Spanish.
yeah.
I mean, I'm probably the only one who doesn't know Spanish. But fuck, man, if I was in Mexico City, I'd be like, "Hola, mija, ¿cómo estás?" Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hola, ay, hijo, sí, mijita." Like,
6
and
months,
and it would
yeah.
turn into a gay like Spanish like
So to turn you
Brenda's
gay, we're
right.
just gonna send you Mexico. For some
yeah,
time?
somehow
Okay.
go to my roots.
That's your roots. Okay, noted. All right.
Fabulous.
Mm.
Anyways, oh, that's why would you stay there for 6 months? You just like you dedicated the 6 months. Did your mom say you're not coming home?
Was that your plan?
Like,
That was my plan. Yeah,
Just 6 months in.
It was a group of people, about like 50 to 60 people in this whole group and everything, and I decided to do it.
Were you allowed to have sex with people?
Yeah.
Did you?
Next step.
Next
Did
step.
you?
Did you?
I mean, I was allowed to have sex for a long time where I didn't.
Unfortunately, no, I didn't
Yeah.
No.
do anything out there, but you know.
Oh man.
Dude, it's hard. Like when I went to England.
Was it illegal to? Hold on. Was it legal to have sex with yourself?
I
like
mean,
if
in
somebody's-
Dubai, I don't think it
Like
is.
I don't
so,
know. I don't know.
you know?
They had different laws. It sounds like they had different laws and shit.
I don't know. I didn't look it up while I was
you
there.
didn't get caught either, right?
Pretty sure it didn't go
You're
6
like,
months.
Pass this out. Pass this out. Woo! And you finish, and you're just like, okay, now let's go back to work.
Yeah.
Laundry.
No. Oh, good thing I'm washing this shirt. I don't know whose it is. Fuck it.
Shirts. Use shirts. I use. Never mind. Oh, it's
Awkward.
Yeah. I definitely didn't use a shirt.
Okay.
I used tube socks.
Have you been out of the country besides Mexico?
Just Italy. That's fucking racist.
Well, that.
You ever been back home, bitch?
Well, you're half Mexican, right?
I have. Yeah, I'm half Mexican.
And the other half's
half
Costa
Costa
Rican.
Rican.
Yeah.
So no.
So why did you talk about Costa Rica? Then? Racist? Come on.
Yeah, build that.
Costa
wall.
Rican, Mexican, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Same
your name's Juan, right?
Yeah.
Well, fucking Juan,
Juan.
Jose, Joseph.
South of the border, go.
Either way, you got it from the Bible, and you're fucking going back. We called ICE.
All right.
They're coming right now. Some fucked up shit. Now we know why we never talked after a while. It wasn't the
Him
same.
too, huh?
It
So
wasn't-
let's see the common denominator here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like, got back from Jerusalem, and I felt the light. It's like, anyways, that's crazy.
my
Well, I'm
God.
glad you're back and safe. You know, even though that was a long fucking time ago. You didn't bring back any like diseases or anything, did you?
Israel's fine. It's not like, I don't know what you've thought of Israel is,
I
but
felt more
I don't
safe
know.
out there than I did here.
Really?
Than I do here.
in the commune specifically or
I don't
just
know.
in general?
In general.
Because they literally have a wall in the city, right? Like, is there a lot of military presence there?
Oh yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like
They're
World War Z,
walking
that
down the
movie
street,
World
even
War-
in their street clothes,
Yeah.
and they've got the rifles strapped to them and everything.
The same thing in Europe.
Even
Yeah.
civilians, they just have freaking guns. You know, something
I guess.
happens.
That's
I mean,
the,
you really don't. Nobody fucks around, right? Like,
No.
because
Israel.
they get shot the fuck up.
Israel is the origin of the Desert Eagle. Did you know that? It's
No,
just developed by
but that
Israeli
immediately
military
makes it
industry.
badass. Immediately.
The kibbutz that I stayed on, the guy that created the Uzi, his last name was Uzi.
Oh,
So
shit.
he stayed on that kibbutz that I was on.
Wow.
Did you shoot guns while you're there?
I did. I shot an M16 while I was out there.
no, it wasn't fun.
Like a true M16?
A true
full
M16.
automatic?
Fully automatic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was gnarly.
You're like, fucking, I'm going. Laundry boy up.
I'll do your laundry. Where's the gun?
Yeah, if I can do it here, fuck it.
yeah.
Do you ever go to the shooting range here?
Yeah, I've been to shooting range. I love shooting guns.
Yeah.
But I've never shot like a lot of guns though.
I don't like it.
I like it.
It's scary.
It was great for like.
It is
dates.
scary.
It always impresses girls. Yeah.
It's scary because it's like legitimately this, like you can kill somebody like right there and there. And not that I would do it, but it's kind of scary. There's nothing that
You
stops
know-
somebody from turning around and shooting you in the face.
Well, I mean,
No, there's nothing.
okay. Well, think about this. You ever walk on the sidewalk?
Well, yeah.
There's nothing stopping somebody from just driving into you.
Yeah, there's a higher risk because I'm on the damn sidewalk versus
Well-
like behind a gate.
But you know, I mean, like, there's plenty of opportunities for people to kill you everywhere.
Yeah,
And there's plenty
I'm
of guns
I'm
in
not
this
scared
country.
to get killed.
I mean, you think
if
about
I'm
it.
surrounded by the bullets and somebody wanted to be more psychotic than other people,
Well, actually,
be a
the
good place to go.
the
Which
place
I
where
never
go-
get. Like, why are they going to go like to a concert? Go to. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense because
Whatever. You know,
nobody
are
has
you
a
trying to
gun
like
at a concert.
rationalize
Yeah,
these
it is.
people's thoughts? I don't
No.
think you can do that.
There's a,
But no, what I was going to say is,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Sorry.
Mucus.
excused.
That might be a thing
mucus.
now.
Mucus.
Every
Yeah.
So the shooting range where I go, you're not allowed to go by yourself and rent a gun. You have to be with another
With
person.
somebody. Oh, weird.
Because
Which one is it?
on Target,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've
that's
been
the
there.
one.
on
That's where I get all
It's
my
in-
homebrew
it's in
ingredients
South
right
Orange
around the
County,
Yeah,
corner.
there's a bunch of industrial
I think
stuff.
I've been to
there,
that one.
commercial, whatever.
I think I've been that one.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't go rent a gun alone there because they've had issues.
I didn't
I
know
know
that.
this
That's interesting.
firsthand.
Really?
Well, I was an EMT in Orange County, and then I was a
At some
paramedic
point.
in Riverside.
Yeah.
So when I was working Laguna Niguel, this was in 2003. I would always listen on the radio for the med calls. So when the paramedics have a serious thing, they call the hospital, the base hospital, and they give them a report, and sometimes you have to get specific orders to get certain drugs, whatever, from the doctor over the radio. So anytime it's a serious call, they call the hospital, they give a report, they tell what happened. So I heard the call of the shooting at this shooting range. I guess I won't specifically say that it was at this place because I don't want to,
It's a long time ago.
bring
You're
anything
good
up.
now.
But anyway, so I heard the call, for a gunshot wound there. I'm like, oh crap. So I turn on the med call and I listen. I'm waiting. And I hear the paramedics come on and say, we're here with I can't remember. It was like a 20s female. They said entrance wound in the right side of the head, exit wound on the left side of the head, heavy brain matter exposed. And they just gave this full report. And they're like, we just want to confirm that we can pronounce death and not attempt to resuscitate. Because sometimes there's question, like whether or not they should try.
Jesus.
I mean, when there's brain matter showing, you're
Yeah,
good. But
you're
they
right.
wanted to cover their bases, I guess. So, yeah. So I was literally like the next ambulance over from getting that call. Like we were in the spot where we were
Where
at this
you
one
would've been
post. We were at one post, and then they moved us to a different post, and then somebody came and took our place at that
And those
post,
guys got
and
it.
they got the call.
Man.
So I was almost there. Yeah.
Crazy.
See it. So maybe that's before they enacted that policy.
Yeah. So what was the craziest thing you saw then when you were an EMT? Like the gnarliest thing that you're like, yeah, I don't know if I can get that out of my head anywhere.
Nothing really like
Stuck to you?
stuck with me like that. I kind of put a barrier between it. Like if I see somebody I know stub their toe, it's like, oh god, you feel it. But people you don't know, I mean, at least in the professional setting, I
Yeah.
could like draw a line and
It wasn't that big of a deal.
yeah. So I mean, it sucks. You're
Yeah.
never like happy about it, but you're able to like block it off and
Yeah.
be professional about it. But I don't know. I think the most sad story was there was a group of kids who were going to, I think it was prom.
I think you told me about that one.
Yeah, and they rolled over. The car rolled over, and there's these two kids. I think they were a couple who did not have their seatbelts on, and they both got ejected. And just like the one kid, he just came out and he slammed his head on the pavement.
Oh, jeez.
And I remember I walked up, and they had the tarp over him, the yellow sheet.
Yeah.
And he had pristine, shiny shoes on, tucked pants.
my God,
then,
that's
but then
crazy.
you could just see blood coming out from under the
Oh God.
tarp.
Okay.
And they had there were CDs destroyed
Yeah.
and broken all over the
Crazy.
place. Like it was just
Yeah,
and then the other his girlfriend who was also unbelted.
yeah. She
They
was messed
flew
up
her out of
pretty bad.
there. She didn't. She died at the hospital.
That's
And everybody
crazy.
else who had their seatbelt on survived.
Seatbelt save lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that
So-
thing on. People get in my car for a lift, just real quick. I always tell them to put the seatbelt on, and nobody ever listens. Like, they never
Yeah,
listen.
I-
And I feel like telling them, like, you realize you're going to die. Like,
It's
if something happens, I'm going to live.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. Because if they're behind you and you get in a fast enough accident,
Yeah.
that's a
Oh,
body.
that's true.
It's a projectile.
Yeah, it's a projectile at that
It can
point, huh?
Kill
Yeah.
you.
Well,
So I mean, I do it too, right? And sometimes I'll let it go. But if I'm going on the freeway, I'm like, put your belt on, because now you're a 70-mile-an-hour projectile. Put your stupid belt on.
yeah,
Yeah.
you freaking moron.
I can't even, like, if I sit in a car without my belt on, I feel like I'm naked. It just
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
weird. I'm thinking about it right now.
I've seen too many crazy. Yeah, come on, put them on. You're just like,
You have a belt real quick I can put on?
Let me get mine. Both you and Alan.
Yeah.
You can both feel safe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Man, oh man. All right, well, I think we've kind of been talking for a while, so maybe we should wrap it up.
Yeah, how long has it been? I have no idea.
I don't know either.
It's like the Joe Rogan podcast. Like, it's been 3 hours. Like,
Yeah. What they go? One time I saw it was like an hour and 20 minutes. I was like, damn, because he will usually go for like 45-ish, 50. But one time it was like an hour and like 30. I was like, he was just on a roll.
I think it's
Just
been
talking the whole
almost, like,
time?
It's
maybe
probably been
like
about
30 minutes.
Yeah? Man, that's crazy. Time goes by fast
It does.
when you're just touching each other. in a slow
nobody can
motion.
see our hands right now. We don't know what's going on.
Well, I can see mine and my mouth. Oh, I don't know. I'm really pissed that you guys have beards. I gotta say this right now.
You can't do it?
I can't grow a fucking beard.
Why not?
Everybody in my family has a beard. I can't grow a beard. I don't know. Because they put fucking vagina juice on my face when I was born, and then they're like, well, he's going to be beardless.
I mean, have you tried growing it like really long?
There's
It
nothing.
it never
It's
fills
just
in?
like this. This is just for fun. I was like, well, let's have some things come out a little bit. And I trimmed it up. Actually, I trimmed it on accident. It was one of those trims where I was like, oh, I'm just going to like a little bit. And I had it on 2, and I'm like, oh, it's just 2. No, 2
Yeah.
is insanely...
Yeah, I bought new clippers and put it on
So-
1. Apparently, it was like
Yeah.
a whole new level
Yeah,
of
I
1.
don't
And I
know.
started doing my hair. I'm like,
You're
oh,
like,
fuck,
well, that
I'm bald.
didn't-
Like, totally bald. And like literally, like this part was like no hair for a while.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, click that up.
Like 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
No hair.
No hair. What do you need hair for?
It's in the breeze. You should get one of those wigs. Have you seen those? They have those. They have wigs now for men. And it,
Oh, just now they came out with those?
wow, they're called scalp wigs, I think, where they look like they give you real hairlines,
Fuck that.
and
You
it
know,
looks totally real.
When my shit started to go, I was like, okay, I can be one of those guys who's gonna be fighting it his whole life and probably failing because nothing really works.
Yeah.
Or I can just
Yeah, or just take
embrace
it.
it.
Yeah.
Just
Live
take
with
it. Grow a beard.
Fine. Grow a beard, yeah.
Join
My head's
jihad.
upside down now. Hair's down here, nothing everywhere.
You're like, I grow it everywhere else except for here.
Yeah.
Yep.
This hair went away, it's coming out other places.
Oh man, that's
You get these
horrible.
fucking random long eyebrow hairs. You guys
I
that?
get no, I get
and
the
the ears.
Yeah,
ears.
also,
Oh,
like,
that
edge
is
of
the
ear.
worst.
Brenda's like, oh, can I see that? And I go, what? And she's like, nothing. Let me just. And she pulls it, and it's like pulling a pubis. It's just the root just comes out, and then my ear turns red. The whole thing's red, and I'm like, what happened to? Am I bleeding? Like, it's bad. And then there's one that gets here. I don't know what you call this.
on
little
this
piece
thing,
here,
I
the
forgot.
middle.
Yeah.
It gets in between there,
Yeah.
and my grandfather, he looks like a wild ape. You see his ears; they're just like there's
As
a,
you get
there's a
older.
little bee living in there, like just tucked away,
Well,
making honeycombs.
They
and
probably,
shit.
you know, that's what scares me. It's like, right now we can keep up and like get rid of it. Then at
Yeah.
one point we're gonna be like pulling it out every day and go, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have those ears now, and that's gonna be your life.
Ape boy.
That's gonna happen. Yeah. Or you just get so old you don't give a fuck, and the next thing you know you're Albert Einstein. Like, hold on, like,
Mr. Hagopian.
yeah,
High school.
that's right. Didn't he have to get surgery because his eyes
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
drooped
they were-
so much he couldn't see?
They looked like the Grinch. Like they would twirl
Yeah.
up. He's the Grinch. And then and they gave him acid one. Do you remember the acid story with him?
I heard the rumor.
Acid?
He was on acid. He was tripping out. Yeah, they gave him acid on accident in his coffee. Not an accident, on purpose.
Somebody slipped it.
They
Yeah.
slipped
I
it in
mean,
his
Some of the
coffee.
kids.
It's like urban
One of the
legend
kids.
status.
Yeah, it was an urban legend, but I
I-
kind of believe it because he was
I-
gone for 2 weeks. And maybe they just
Well, he
timed
was
it.
old, you know. I mean,
Yeah, I think in the end he didn't come back either from that. It was we had a I forget
Come
her
back
name.
as in.
Like come back to school and teach.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he was gone. Yeah, I know. Like he passed away.
Come back.
Mr. Hagopian just no. I don't think that happened. But he was kind of weird. But
I never had him, but I heard tons of stories like people.
the
couldn't
girl that
understand
replaced
talking.
him. Funny story about
Miss
the
Barr, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody thought she was hot.
No,
Because she was.
What she was. She would. Did I ever tell you how she had a photo album of like her vacation with her friends, and they're like
Bikinis
yeah
and
girls,
stuff?
you know, and yeah they're in bikinis. I'm like, these are
think I
high
remember
school kids, like boys who are like thriving. They're like, yeah, like they want to see more.
Yeah, she was like
And she's
25,
like,
right?
you want to look
Or
at
23
and
or
I'm like,
something?
no. Like, why would I want to look at you half
Were you with
naked
us?
when I'm doing it now?
Why would I want to see what I'm imagining?
Yeah. Let's make things real, right?
Yeah.
Can
She hung out with us at the Magic Mountain trip. Were you
Yeah,
with
she
us?
did. Yeah, I was with you.
She was. Yeah, that was fun.
She had an affair with a kid.
Did she?
Yeah, she had an affair with a kid after.
Like
the fact.
confirmed or is another?
Oh, this is confirmed. It was confirmed. I forget the kid's name. He was a football guy or
His
something.
name was Jesus.
His
Lord.
name was. Yeah, I know.
Fucking Lord of Neckbeards.
Man, that guy has so many pubes. You know he grew like everything 20 times faster than everybody else.
Yeah. Because that's how that works.
As soon as you have sex, it's like
Yeah. I'm married.
Bush boy. Oh man. Yeah, high school was crazy at Missionville High School. There was a lot of crazy shit that went on there. People doing drugs in the bathroom and shit. Me beating the shit out of that guy Dave, the trumpet player. Fuck
yeah.
that guy. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody did because he was a shithead.
Yeah, he didn't fuck me
He's
ever
probably
again.
going to listen to this
Oh, I
podcast.
fucking hope so, Dave. Actually, I think he became like he went in the army or something, Navy.
He
or
went to the
something.
Navy and then he was
Navy,
a firefighter.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Yeah, the story about that. I was telling somebody about that today. They didn't believe me. They're like, "You were in band and you beat somebody up." Like,
Yeah.
this is unheard of. Like,
Well,
would you use your French horn too?
I mean, come on, it's against another band member,
Yeah.
so it's not like impossible.
I don't even because he would like pick.
You were
on me.
big already at that
He
point.
would pick on me, and that was
Yeah.
the problem. He just picked on me too many times.
But his dad was a fucking raging asshole. Did you
Yeah,
remember
which
his
is why
dad?
he was a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad did that to
Well, we
him.
didn't know that back then.
Right.
We don't know.
Thinking about it now.
Yeah.
I used to see, like, he was always acting like a tough guy, whatever, but then
Yeah.
see him around his dad, he was like,
He was like, "Fuck, man,
yeah,
put me in a fucking box and send me to China.
yeah.
I'd rather have them beat me."
Perfect response. And his mom was pretty annoying, too. if I
One time I
remember.
told it to my kids, "You want to go to China and work over there in the labor camps?" And my daughter's like, "Daddy, what are you talking about?" I want that toy on the TV. Oh man, like the most. She just didn't even. She was like, "I'm not sure what that means."
You're going a little over their heads.
Yeah, it was way over
They're
their
not
head.
aware of the horrors of child labor yet.
Yeah, not yet. They will though, because I'm gonna make them clean everything. Those little monsters. They don't clean anything. Anything. I hate. Okay, so kids. Like we were talking about kids and pets last time, but like kids are just so difficult. It's crazy. Like it's a whole new patience. Like you think you have patience, or even a little bit, or even if you don't have patience, when you have the child, it's like they test everything. They're like, "Well, how far can I go?" I'm like, "Hey, stay over there. You're on timeout." And she's like, and her toes going over the like tile that I told her not to go on, and she's like. And she starts doing the little dance on it, and I'm like, "Wow, you're doing!" And well, if I scare her, then she's frightened for her life. But
Well,
you shouldn't have to frighten your kids.
you
like
should
that.
tell them, like, if we were cavemen and I told you not to go touch the hyena, you'd be fucking dead right now.
Yeah,
Because you don't listen.
At that point, yeah.
That's why you're supposed to listen.
Actually, she burnt herself one time, and that was it. Same thing with Aiden. He burnt himself on something. We were like, "Don't touch that. You're gonna get burnt. Touch it, boom, burnt."
Gee, what is that weird?
Yeah,
I
it's
said
like-
it's gonna happen, and it
But that's the
happened.
thing. So here, okay, that's the thing though, where they say like, "Oh, you shouldn't like hit your kids, like physical violence, like it's gonna make
shouldn't punch kids
right." Yeah, I mean, come on, who does that?
Oh my
right?
God.
Shut the hell up, Miranda. But like, at some point, the pain receptors, like you're like that hurt, that was bad. You know, I mean, you're not
Yeah,
gonna like
no,
cut them in their
No,
you know, cut
at
their
a certain
fingers off,
point,
but
they
like,
don't understand reason, and that's all they can understand.
and a little bit of pain or a little bit of
Right.
like.
Not to say that you should hurt them,
Yeah, you
but that's
shouldn't.
all they will understand.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's plenty of times where I've taken. Actually, I do practice this, and they do really well. The kids is if we're at a restaurant and they're acting crazy, I take them out for like 10 minutes, like up to 10. The most is 10 minutes. It's usually lasts about 5 minutes, and then they cry outside, and I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm just on my phone looking at like Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
And then finally, Miranda's like, I think I'm done. Like she says, like a full, like an adult.
Crying is complete.
Father. She's like, Father, I think I'm done now. And I'm like, oh, you're done. I'd like to eat my
She's like,
food.
I ain't
like,
got
okay.
no more tears left to cry.
Yeah.
Hurry
I
on.
would like to also do a calculus problem. That's when you realize like, they're smart as shit. They're not
I mean,
stupid.
yeah, my son is 6 months now. He's like right now we're trying like you probably heard me talking about it earlier, sleep training, where he wakes up and cries in the middle of the night, and they say you just let him cry, and they
Yeah,
stop
we couldn't do it.
learning to expect something to happen when they cry.
Yep.
And so
no.
yeah,
Good luck with that one. We
but
couldn't do it.
he's already like you can tell like he kind of makes certain noises, and then when he sees me, then he cries. Like it's like, oh, there's the guy who's gonna do something. Like,
Yeah.
like fucking conniving already.
Yeah, it's like you already know.
Yeah, he's already plotting against me.
Yeah, wait till you get shit everywhere.
That already happens.
No, I mean like because they grab it,
Their shit, they grab their own shit.
dude. It's
Are they monkeys?
yeah, that's what I fucking said. I said, "What the fuck are you eating a monkey?" And he's like, oh, oh. And he does the noise, and he's like, because I do that with him, so he thought it was a joke. And I'm like, bro, it's like I can't even get mad. Like that's funny as shit. Like he's like has shit in his hand. Oh, oh, ah. Like, can you imagine a kid with shit in his hand making the monkey noise? And I'm like,
As much as I don't want to laugh, you're right. That's,
if they're doing it,
it's terrifying.
like
and
you want to
hilarious.
like hit him. Like I told you not to touch your shit, you know. And he's just like ah ah ah. And there's
It's like
this,
you have shit on your hand. What else worse can I do to you right now?
at this point,
You win.
at this point, there's nothing. I take my own out and just touch his hand, and then we're just walking together. But at those points, you just throw them in the tub. Like it's just too much.
We've done that.
It's too much, and you're just like, it's gonna go down the drain.
does.
Just
He gets
just
fucking
put
shit
him in
up
there.
his back and
Ugh.
stuff.
Oh,
Comes
this
out
is the
diaper.
worst. That's because though that's a diaper problem, by the way.
Well, we just went up
You
another
gotta
size.
keep no, don't do that. Just keep trying.
I
Different,
think what it was
different
is because
brands.
he was laying down and it.
That too. It does. It will just naturally happen, but it also the diaper. What diapers are you using?
Costco.
Oh, that's the problem, buddy. Okay, first off, you need to go.
Well,
You
here's
need
the
to.
thing: we don't buy them.
See, that's the problem, buddy. You need to.
We go over to grandma grandpa's house. Oh look, a box of Costco
man.
diapers. Oh thanks.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fucking miserable life there, huh?
I mean, there's so much shit we gotta buy. We take whatever we can. Come on.
So, it's not like it's my fucking kid or anything. I just saw the shit I gotta buy for him, you know?
It's like, hey, we only
Son
have
of a
limited
bitch.
money, so what the fuck? And I was telling my friend, he's got teenagers, and I'm like, man, it's so expensive. All the food and all the diapers. He's like, it doesn't get cheaper, motherfucker. When they get bigger, they need more stuff. I'm like, God
Yeah.
damn it. You're right.